Guys, this is Sandy from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And I got a couple of questions for you guys. One, I decided couldn't wait any longer. It's been raining out here due to the hurricane. And there's no sun the way y'all normally see me outside. But I do have on the weighted vest. I am doing the walk that I told you I was going to do with it on. And I also find it more comfortable to put the strap, as you can see, up versus down like I had it. Can you see that? Yeah, like I had it the last time. But anyway, what I want to do is ask you guys a couple of questions. Did you know, this is question one, did you know that melanated women are 82% more likely to be vitamin D deficient? And I'm going to tell you all how you can correct that and verify if you know someone that has it, because it can be detrimental. And the second question that I want to pose to you all is, did you know that being iron deficient is 3 times as high in women that are melanated? Black, brown, Mexican, whatever you want to consider brown, you are more likely to be 3 times as high in being iron deficient. So let me ask you all a couple more questions. The next question is, did you know that being cholesterol deficient puts you at risk at heart disease? And you probably already know this, but do you know the people group that's more likely to have high cholesterol? If you didn't guess it already, it's individuals that are highly melanated. And the last one is extremely sad. And this is why if you are pregnant, you need to get your annual checkups. You need to go to the doctor as scheduled, because if you are melanated and you are having or in the category of vitamin D deficiency, then you are putting your infant, good, how are you? If you are highly melanated and you are vitamin D deficient, you are putting you're pregnant, you are putting your infant at risk of having a high mortality rate, and you're more likely, if you're vitamin D deficient, more likely to have PCOS challenges. So, of course, y'all know I got a solution for all these things, but I don't want you all to be afraid. Sometimes people, when they find out stuff, they get afraid. And that's not, the Bible tells us not to be afraid. The way you need to look at it as, this is the challenge that you are now presented with that can be rectified. So, with that being said, the Bible doesn't say all of that in the way I said it. So I don't need nobody writing me any letters. It doesn't say that. It says it, but not like that. And sometimes if you don't understand all the words, the way it's formulated, it can be a little confusing. Side note, just get the version, New King James or New Translation or the Message Bible, whichever one works best for you. But it tells us not to walk in fear. So I'm going to give you all the solutions to all of the stuff that I just talked to you guys about. And I'm going to tell you something, another side note. This vest, I don't know why, but it feels totally different walking outside than it did when I was inside walking on the treadmill. So I'm out here now talking to you all before it starts raining again, because I wanted to take full advantage of being out here with this vest on. And for me, I like being outside. But again, y'all know last week I had a strap lower, and I like it right on top of my chest, not below the breast area. All right, so let me give y'all some solutions. Y'all gonna like this one. Oh, before I give you all the solution, I wanted to let you know why, if you're melanated, why you have all of these challenges opposed to other people group. Is because the more melanin you have, your body isn't able to absorb what the sun is putting out. And the other thing is, most melanated individuals don't go outside in the sun like they need to. They are inside, strapped to the desk, whatever the case. But again, I got a solution. So let's jump right into that. Okay guys, so these are not in any particular order, but I'm gonna start with iron, and the reason being, you're about to find out in a minute. So if you are iron deficiency, one of the ways that, an easy way, most individuals may not be aware of this, and if you're still having menstrual cycles, they're heavy and they're longer than they need to be. So let me explain to you why it's important not to be iron deficient, because your body needs to have healthy cells, and the iron in your body provides you guys with that so that it can transport energy and oxygen, I should say, not energy, oxygen, which will give you energy throughout your entire body. So if you are iron deficient, you're going to be constantly tired because your red blood cells aren't able to do their job. So the next part of this, if you are still menstruating at one point or another, you have experienced this. Now, I've never experienced this, and I'm still menstruating, but I've never had the urge to have non-food products, like wanting to eat paper. Now, you know kids that do that. So it's not just for an adult that's a female adult that's menstruating, but it's all of us. You see kids do it. That lets you know that's a key, that's a hint that these babies are iron deficient. But what I noticed, and I've experienced one of these, well, the other two, cycle going longer than it needs to, being irregular, and being very heavy. But this next one lets you know that you're iron deficient when you have a sore tongue. A lot of y'all think, oh, that doesn't happen unless I bite my tongue. No, it'll just be sore because your body is not getting the oxygen to those cells. The red blood cell can't produce it, so it's not carrying it throughout the body. You are low on oxygen. And the other one is that you're constantly dizzy. You have ringing in the ears. You are, if you're not getting the oxygen, you're going to be tired. So we want to make sure that we're providing you all, and I'm getting to it, guys. I got to tell you the rest of this stuff. It's juicy. We want to make sure that you're staying healthy. All right. So you can do also, some of y'all are like, I don't want to do all these supplements. This is why I tell you all about different supplements that, if they're not liquid, because some people don't have a problem with pills, some people do. And then I also let you know, okay, if you're doing pills, can you open them up? Because not all of them are designed for you to open up. But you can do fish, you could do poultry, you could do beans, you can do spinach. So there's a way to get your iron in at the doses that you need to, but you need to be consistent. So you always have to, and I'm going to say this throughout this segment, you have to keep yourself, make yourself a priority. Now, I have told you all this, I don't know how many times, but I'm going to tell you it again. So how you know that you are low in your vitamin D's, if you haven't gone to your primary care physician and requested blood work, you need to have your annual, if it's your annual physical, they're going to request blood work anyway. But if you are low in vitamin D, you're going to have seasonal depression, which I've talked to you guys about. You may not have known about this. So most of you all may not know this, but a symptom of vitamin D deficiency is multiple sclerosis. Now, you may have it yourself, or you may know someone that has it. I suggest you tell them, if they haven't done it or their doctor hasn't recommended to them to increase their vitamin D, they might want to look for another primary care provider. But you need to have at least 2,000 milligrams a day, and you're more prone to injuries. That's another symptom of vitamin D, and chronic fatigue. So a lot of times people look at these symptoms and they're like, I don't know what's going on, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And a lot of these symptoms I've shared with you all, really, it's just a matter of what you're putting in your body. So this ponytail of mine, my hair is growing off the chain. All right, that's a side note, but vitamin D deficiency is no joke. We want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, and we want to make sure that we're making ourselves a priority. And I'm actually kind of glad it's raining and it looks the way it looks outside, because that brings me to this point. We're going into the winter season. So I'm in the state of Maryland on the East Coast. So it's getting dark by 6:45. So what happens is most people don't want to come outside. They don't want to exercise. They actually start to hibernate. Well, this is not the time to start hibernating. This is the time to ramp it up, because you don't want to have the depression. You don't want to have any challenges whatsoever. And all you need to do is get your blood work, see what you're deficient in, and take care of it. How do I take care of it, you ask? I'm getting to it. All right, so let me jump into this last one. Now, this is a bonus before I tell you all what you can do to get your levels back up. So the bonus is, I don't know if y'all know this. How many of y'all have ever heard of sea moss? So sea moss is, before I get into that, you all may not know this either. Your body needs not only the recommended dosage of the vitamins that we just went over, but you also need to have trace minerals in your body. Sea moss does that for you. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because most people don't know that, or if you do know, you're not aware of where to get the trace minerals from. Well, guess what? Sea moss does it. You can do an organic sea moss. That's going to give you 92 of the 106 minerals that your body needs. And sea moss is going to help you with taking care of natural weight loss. It's going to help you with your respiratory health. It's going to help you with your digestion. Okay. Organic sea moss can help you with that. All right, so let's move to my last one, which is a super duper. And actually, I just found out about this, so I'm sharing it with you guys. And I'm super proud of these doctors. They have been helping over 200,000 and more Black and brown women take care of their bodies. This is a Black-owned, physician-created nutrients that I so adore. And yes, I do take them. So let me do a drum roll. And guess what? Yeah, I love being down here by the lake. It's not as large as some of the other ones, but it is super pretty. But anyway, it is called Black Girl Vitamins. As I mentioned, it is created by a melanated woman. She's a doctor. Her name is Dr. Standrifer Burnett. And again, her and her colleagues created vitamins specifically for black and brown melanated women, because we're in a category of our own based off of what's going on in our body. We have the need for additional supplements so that we can stay healthy, and they came to the rescue. So I'm going to provide you guys with the link for that. And until next week, you know, I love you guys as usual, but I need you all to prioritize your health. So with that being said, you guys like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next week. Mwah. Remember, we broadcast every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. now. This season, we're 8 p.m. on the WYTV7 platform. But I love you guys regardless of the time zone that we're in. This is why it's important for you all to make sure you hit that subscribe notification bell so you don't miss anything that I'm putting out. And I try to make sure I am giving you guys something new each week, or add on to something that I have shared with you guys. So another PSA announcement: get your weighted vest and go out for a walk, and you have that 1-2 punch of taking care of your cardio and your strength training at the same time. Love you guys. This is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And we're on a mission to save 1 million lives by providing you guys with simple tips and strategies so that you're able to overcome suicide and depression by providing you with very tiny micro instructions on how you can eat, sleep, take care of your whole man. Because remember, being healthy is more than just exercise. It is taking care of your whole man from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. Until next week, bye guys.